region. Christian Whiton is a former State Department senior advisor. He joins us now with more details about this and shedding some light on what possibly the United States can do beyond helping militarily. So, Christian, we're taking a look at all of the countries right now that comprise the coalition that Saudi Arabia has created. Let's bring that up on the screen and we'll show them the map of that area. They include the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and Egypt. And seeing these Arab states coming together to fight against the Houthis in Yemen, what message do you think this sends, do their actions send to the Houthi rebels in Iran, which backs them?
Well, I think it shows that they are going to resist Iran. They're not willing to tolerate another Iranian proxy in the region. Iran has had a very good couple of years. It now has very strong presence in parts of Iraq. It's always had a strong presence in Lebanon. It's involved in the Syrian civil war. And the idea that they'd have another satellite state on the southern to the south of Saudi Arabia and on that crucial waterway that forms the mouth of the Red Sea leading to the Suez Canal, it's something they're not willing to tolerate. Also, it also shows us that these Arab states, our allies, are just upset in general about Iran. They see a nuclear deal coming together that's likely, frankly, to lead to an Iranian nuclear capability, and they are doing what they can to resist that government in Tehran.
Yeah, we're certainly going to get back to that. The Saudis have asked the United States military to help by providing intelligence and air tankers to refuel planes taking part in bombing Houthi forces. A senior U.S. defense official confirming the Pentagon will likely approve support for the Saudi-led operation in Yemen. But what will this support for Saudi Arabia do to President Obama's negotiations with Iran over a potential nuclear deal, which now has a deadline of March 31st and the fact that Iran is backing the Houthis?
It's very odd. It shows that we don't really have a clear strategy in the Middle East because, as you point out, on the one hand, we are preparing to fight a proxy of the Iranians with our Sunni Arab allies, and at the same time, we are talking to Iran and about to give them the deal of the century. You know, I was at the State Department when I saw this happen with North Korea, a highly favorable deal where, frankly, the opposition gets a nuclear capability at the end of the day. I think those talks will go on because Iran just realizes how good it gets, what it's getting, what a deal it's getting. And the Obama administration is desperate for an agreement that they think will be something to build their legacy. And they need that now for one big reason, well, for several. But the way of war that has been pursued by Obama clearly has failed, and Yemen is the perfect example. The idea that you could focus only on core al-Qaeda with just a couple of drone strikes. While we were doing that in Yemen, this massive new army, an Iranian proxy, came over the transom. We did nothing. We got thrown out of aid in the capital ourselves. So, I think you have with Iran and Obama a great desire for an agreement.
I got to ask you real quickly, based on that, what's at stake should the Houthis take complete control over Yemen? And what does it mean for the Arab world as well as for Western countries, including the U.S.?
You know, it really starts to look like a complicated set of states and proto-states and quasi-states at war that, frankly, looks a little bit like World War I in Europe. Now we're doing it in the broader Middle East. You have Sunni insurgents, terrorists, political groups, the Muslim Brotherhood, ISIS. Then you have an Iranian empire, a Shiite empire that is also Islamist, pro-Sharia, that's getting more and more ground and more political influence. So it doesn't look good.
All right, Christian White, and we thank you for that assessment.